Brett? Brett, are you down here? Brett? Brett, are you down here? What's going on? Oh my God, Brett! Brett? Brett? Brett, what happened?
Thank you, Angela.
Thank you, Angela.
Herrick's High School is one of the few schools in Nassau and Suffolk County that has a professional quality television production studio where students can gain the experience of everything from storyboarding to camera work to digital editing, as well as internships that offer real-life experience to students before college. Herrick's High School has one of the best television production programs in Nassau County. Courses offered at Herrick's are TV studio techniques, TV broadcasting, sports broadcasting, intro to film, TV studio lab, TV studio programming and scheduling, independent study, and internships at PATV Channel 20 and Cablevision, as well as Herrick's High School TV Studio Club.
The TV Studio Club is a great opportunity for students to get involved in the TV studio program at Herrick's High School. This is a great way for any students of the high school to get a real feel for what the TV studio is all about.
TV Studio Techniques is a half-year course which is an introduction to the TV studio program. Students will learn the basics such as basic camera shots, basic editing techniques, as well as handling the equipment and screenwriting. Students will also be assigned short film projects. One of the tasks for this class is filming and airing morning announcements, which are seen in every classroom throughout the high school. While the students are making their films and airing the morning announcements, they have the opportunity to work behind the camera and in front of it.
In TV studio broadcasting, students now can use the knowledge that they have gained in TV techniques to do more advanced work in editing, as well as complicated camera shots, advanced news segments, and live events. Students will be also learning television program schedules and put together projects that will air on Herrick's High School's new cable channel HTN Channel 75, which airs on Cablevision. Students at this point will be making their own new shows, which will consist of various different segments that the students will develop, as well as intros, outros, graphics, and theme music that goes along with the news show. students will also begin to make more advanced short films utilizing advanced digital effects editing techniques such as chrono keying and sound and music effects and techniques.
This class is set up for both people that want to get behind the camera as well as in front of the camera to be sports broadcasters and announcers. In this class, students film sporting events that happen throughout the year, such as football, basketball, volleyball, and other sports. Once students have the raw footage for these sporting events, they can go into post-production editing and airing these events on the channels. Students also create highlight films and sports shows with content from the events filmed. Students then put their shows together to be aired on Herrick's TV network. After students have taken both television techniques and television broadcasting classes, students will take Intro to Filmmaking. Intro to Filmmaking is more advanced than the previous courses that the students have taken. In this class, students will really be focusing on movie trailers, short conceptual films, the independent films. Students will be working on a wide range of projects such as the creation of documentaries, public awareness shorts, conceptual films, stylistic films, and finally an independent film. In TV studio programming and scheduling, students learn all of the responsibilities that they will be performing at their internship with PATV Channel 20. Students will be assembling program blocks of content that have been developed in the different TV studio classes at Herrick's High School. Students will also learn how to design and edit slides for the community bulletin board. In addition, students will also learn how to operate and control the broadcast equipment in the rack system that controls all of the programming for the HTN network. Students will also create and broadcast special programming videos and slides to promote special events that go on through the school calendar year, such as homecoming, battle of the classes, graduation, and much more. Again, this is an experience on a college level available to high school students in TV studio programs.
TV Studio Lab is a class that, unlike other classes in the TV Studio program, meets every other day for a full year. TV Studio Lab is an extension of the TV Studio classes. Students that are signed up for any other TV studio class during the year are allowed to take the lab class to give them more time to work on their content for the channels. Special projects are also assigned in this class in addition to post-production work on events filmed after school and outside of the classroom, such as sports events, fundraisers, and etc.
In the TV Studio Independent Study program, when students finish prior courses, get to go back to the studio and work with and teach students how to use camera as well as edit. By being an independent study, students can get more experience in the TV studio production and filmmaking that they did not gain in the first year of the two courses. As well as taking leadership roles, students will also continue to make more advanced films to prepare video portfolios for college.
In the internship program, students have the opportunity to intern with either Cablevision or Public Access Channel 20. Students can get hands-on experience on a real television station at Public Access. Students also can get the opportunity to develop their own programming and air it live on Channel 20. In the Cablevision internship program, students go on live locations to film various events around the community. This once again gains students the opportunity to gain real-life experience before graduating and moving on to college.
Herrick's High School offers a wide range of television production and filmmaking classes for students. After completing this program, students have a better understanding of all aspects of television production and can better make their own decision for pursuing this as their career. Herrick's High School is one of the few students in Nassau and Suffolk that offers such an advanced program to its students and also serves as a great communication tool to the community.
Hi, I'm Kevin Amari, and I do a lot of things.
You would think that any brother, when their little sister is bothering him while he has friends over, they would kick them out. But Kevin, he never really did that. I would just sit there and play video games with them like one of the guys. And I mean, to this day, I still pretty much bother him and his friends constantly. Like at this point, they're my friends too.
No, they're not!
Shut up!
What is my first impression of Kevin Nobari? Well, I gotta tell you, right away, I think we had a connection and we hit it off. Because shockingly, Kevin and I, we think very similar. Kind of abstract and out there. Some people that don't really understand my humor and Kevin's kind of think that we're just saying random things, when in actuality, it's really a bunch of complex thoughts that may not necessarily make sense, but they do in the end. Very unique.
When I first met Kevin, I thought he was a pretty weird kid, but then I knew I shouldn't judge a book by its cover. But then I met him, and then I knew he was a weird kid.
Ever since I was young, I always watched a lot of movies. I would take every opportunity I had to try and watch as many movies as possible. So to join TV studio and begin making those movies was really one of the greatest experiences I've ever had in my high school career.
You know, like most students that come here in the TV studio, when they first take techniques, which is the intro class, they're really kind of getting a sense of the TV studio. Kevin always, in my opinion, had this raw talent of being very creative and coming up with some amazing, very funny ideas.
I got to meet plenty of new people, and I got to really explore my creativity and just come up with all the ideas of movies I wanted to do and make them the way I wanted to. Through my work at Herrick's Television Network, I got chosen by Mr. Brogan to go work at public access TV station. And it was really a great experience to be able to work at a real life TV station. And at the internship, me and a few of the other people who were chosen by their teachers at different schools, we all meet together and create programming to be shown on actual live TV. I know, it's a dream come true. I mean, now I can have what I make go out to hundreds of people on live TV. I've been crazy for the better part of my life. At any given moment, I have about 10 ideas going through my head at a single time.
I think the first couple of years that Kevin was with me, he had a tough time coming up with these ideas and following them through all the way because he just had so many ideas.
I always struggled when I was younger to find a way to express my ideas since they always got so convoluted. So I would often try drawing pictures, but I'm not a very good artist, so the best of my abilities was stick figures with hats.
That once he made a decision with his group to make a film, he would start making the film and he would come up with so many more ideas that the project would lose consistency, where now, unfortunately for me, like most students in Kevin's senior year, so far he's done nothing but amaze me this year. Everything he's done has been excellent. It's really great for me looking back when I first had Kevin to now. I really feel proud of him, and I would really love to see him, you know, go into creative writing or go into writing for sitcoms or for cable in the future, because that's really where his strength is his creativity.
When I was young, I didn't have many hobbies. I mostly just hung out with friends, played with blocks, I was not very good at sports, and then I visited someone's house one day and I saw they were playing Super Mario World on the SNES, and I was captivated by the moving pictures inside of the TV. So after much begging and pleading with my parents, they finally got me a video game system, my first system, the Nintendo 64, on Christmas. And well, for better or worse, from that point in my life, I was changed. I really, 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 really love playing video games. And well, this is one passion that my parents don't really care for. I'm a high school student locked in a serious battle against the onset of senioritis. I mean, no, seriously. The only way I've been able to stay as productive as I have is because of a strict schedule I set up for myself. 3 to 4, I get home and I eat and relax. From 4 to 7, I do my homework. 7, I eat dinner. From 8 to 10, I watch TV. 10, I study until I eventually fall asleep.
I guess you can't talk about Kevin without talking about his hair and the abundance of that hair. So the story that goes with the hair is this. I love long hair, so I couldn't do that with my husband because he doesn't have that much of it. So I tried to convince Kevin to grow his hair, and he was not willing to do that. So we had to bribe him. I guess we bribed him with money and video games. So finally he agreed to grow his hair, and he started growing it and growing it and growing it. So now I think we have created a monster, because we try to get him to cut his hair and he doesn't want to cut his hair.
So I'm trying to convince him to cut all of his hair off just randomly one day, just to mess with people, because I think it'd be kind of funny, walking with no hair.
Beautiful long hair, which I hope he never cuts.
And that's the story with the hair. And you know, I like the hair, it's very nice, but I think it should be a little shorter.
In 5th grade, when your teacher didn't even think that you had any hair because you always had a hood up, and now you have too much.
When I was talking about long hair, this wasn't my idea. So I think it was, you know, shoulder length would be better. So I have to think of something else to bribe him with. So, you know, he would actually agree to cut his hair this time.
It's been a great 18 years so far, and while I've made so many unforgettable friends in high school, I can't wait to move on and go to college and meet new people from all walks of life and really get to make my first steps in the world by myself. And I'm finally ready to start moving on to bigger and better things. Watch out, world. I'm gonna get you.
Herrick's High School TV Studio program has a wide array of TV classes that are available to students at Herrick's High School that are in grades 9 through 12, as well as a TV studio